Good evening. You're watching Nation Wants to Know, and I'm Madhavdas Gopalkrishnan. Viewers, the Deepam controversy and the impeachment politics that followed is not just about a verdict anymore. The story has become about a precedent, a pattern, and a predicament. From parliament to the courtroom, from political war of words to impeachment motions, the Deepam controversy is now playing out across India's democratic institutions. Following the opposition's move to seek impeachment of the Madras High Court judge, Justice GR Swaminathan, after his Deepam verdict, a rare and strong intervention has come from the judiciary itself. In a scathing letter, over 50 former judges, including retired Supreme Court judges and former Chief Justices of several high courts, have called out what they describe as a brazen attempt to browbeat and intimidate judges. The former judges have drawn a parallel with the darkest chapter in India's democratic history, the emergency. The letter warns that using impeachment as a response to unpalatable verdicts would cut at the very roots of democracy. It clearly states that impeachment exists to uphold judicial integrity, not to be weaponized as a tool of arm twisting, pressure, or political retaliation. The former judges have urged MPs and political leaders to put a halt to what they call a dangerous and deeply troubling trend. Now, this intervention comes after the DMK submitted a formal impeachment motion against Justice GR Swaminathan over his Deepam verdict in Madurai. The notice submitted to the Speaker with over 120 signatures was moved by the DMK and supported by India bloc leaders, including Kanimuri, TR Balu, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, Akhilesh Yadav, and even Shiv Sena UBT's Arvind Sawant. Now, in its notice, the DMK has questioned the judge's impartiality, alleged undue favor to advocates from a particular community, and claimed that the verdict was influenced by political ideology and against secular principles. But now, what has sharpened the controversy further is what happened in court. Even as the Deepam found echo in Parliament, the DMK government in court has questioned and denied the history of the Deepam itself. So this is no longer just a legal disagreement. Former judges are asking a question that goes to the heart of democracy. If every verdict that challenges a political worldview is met with the threat of impeachment, what message does that send to the judiciary? And most importantly, has impeachment now become a tool of political retribution?
To use impeachment proceedings as a pressure tactics on the judges, and to pressurize not only one judge, but it is in fact a message to entire judiciary that if you do not fall in line, if you do not give judgments according to our wishes, this is to what extent we can go.
One state in India has become a symbol of anti-Sanatan Dharma. Their ministers are making statements against Sanatan Dharma. Hindus are lathi charged. Despite the court order, they are not allowed. If there is the Stalin Sarkar, their court came down heavily, they slammed the Stalin Sarkar.
Judges should not be ideologically oriented. They should respect the Constitution of India. Mr. Amit Shah in the discussion also was telling about it that RSS, there is no ban in RSS men being the judges. The judge should uphold Constitution, not any ideological or positions.
Let's quickly open this up and take across to our guest. Joining us, we have RP Singh, national spokesperson of the BJP. Anurag Naidu, political analyst, joins us. Dr. Akashdeep Puni, political analyst, is with us. We also have Kishore Tiwari, political analyst, joining us. Let me start with you first. Dr. Akashdeep Puni, you know, it's one thing for the DMK government to come out and say, all right, this is a judge who has a certain background, so on and so forth. But what the various judges, the 50-odd judges and senior lawyers who've come out and put out that particular letter, they are saying that this kind of an argument, if you start attacking judges for their judgments and demanding their impeachment, it's one thing to disagree. But if you start demanding the impeachment on these grounds, it's a very, very slippery slope you're going to embark upon. Respond to that, Dr. Mani.
Definitely, Madhavji, I partially agree with them. As said in numerous court judgments, judges should deter getting involved in ecclesiastical matters, in matters of religion, in matters of theology. I must quote numerous SC judgments where they have said that matters of faith and belief lie in the personal realm of believer. We must firmly reject any attempt to lead the court to interpret religious doctrine in an absolute and extreme form and question the faith of worshippers. However, I think on the impeachment process, the purpose of impeachment is really when there is a matter of high corruption or moral turpitude, not because you do not agree with somebody's ideology. We have great judges like Krishna Iyer who were pro-labor, some were pro-tenants, some were pro-leanings, some were pro-revenue, pro-government, and many judges have had their ideologies. But every judge, whether you like it or admit it, they have their social, political.
So why did you condemn the DMK government then? Will you condemn the DMK government then for what the stand that they are taking?
I think that impeachment has been an extreme step and should not have been taken. However, I would also say that as per the numerous court judgments, judges should avoid getting involved into religious matters.
Well, all I will say, Akashdeep Muni, is there are n number of religious matters which come to the courts. The courts, in their wisdom, have to decide these matters. There's nothing in the constitution that bars taking religious matters or religious disputes to the courts of law, whether it's in the form of property, whether it's in the form of worship, or one fundamental right versus another. The point is, it's the courts of the law that have repeatedly adjudicated on this. But let me bring in the BJP. RP Singh. Courts should refrain from commenting on ecclesiastical matters or religious matters. They should allow items and articles of faith to the people themselves and what they believe in. Please respond to this argument coming in from Dr. Muni.
Madhav, firstly, if that is the case, then why did they move impeachment against the division bench judges also, Justice Jayachandran and KK Ramakrishnan Saab? So there's a particular reason they are targeting a particular judge. And then they want to send a message. The message is that you follow our path or we will not allow you to work. I mean, that is the dynastic mindset. And all which parties have signed the petition? Congress, dynastic party, anti-Hindu party, DMK, dynastic party, anti-Hindu party, SP, dynastic party, anti-Hindu party. Although there are two more parties, but they are also following the same line. And it's not the first instance. What the leaders have been saying in the Tamil Nadu, Sanatana is HIV/AIDS, Sanatana is ill. I mean, they have been speaking all ill about Sanatana. So that is the background of this impeachment, because they are targeting a particular vote bank, and that's how they are doing it. Otherwise, tell me, this is a cultural festival which has been there almost 2200 years now. 2200-year-old festival. Dargah came some 400 years back. And then the festival is continuing. And what did the judge said? Allow only 10 people. 10 people under the CISF and under police. And they are saying, no, that will create a problem. I mean, then your state has visibly failed in law and order. If that will 10 people going and doing the token festivity will create a problem, then you are failure. You should have failure altogether.
I want C. Rajshekharan to respond to that.
You can hire CISF, you can hire police, you can ask police to take care of it.
This is a festival that is millennia old. Why should that festival be stopped? Because today in the court, DMK government is completely denying the existence of a Deepatun festival itself. How is it that 10 people with police protection there, if they are allowed to light that lamp, how is that going to violate law and order is a question that BJP is asking.
Madhav, good evening. And RP Singh, the BJP spokesperson, I think he reads a lot of WhatsApp forwards and WhatsApp messages. So he believes in WhatsApp universities. So that is the reason he is coming out with a story which doesn't exist or doesn't even have any kind of locus standi among the people of Tamil Nadu or even Tirupurankundram. See, let us understand this issue on merits. See, I have nothing personal against the judge. With due respect and regard, the Honorable Judge, with his wisdom, has taken a stand. My point, my humble submission to this whole panel and the other viewers of your channel, I would say, I appreciate the judge for being strong, whatever ideology he follows. I really applaud him by saying that he is a man with conviction he has the courage, he has the real tough mindset to propagate what he believes and what is his ideology. All this as an individual, as a lawyer, he is entitled. But when you take the oath as a judge of a Honorable High Court, you have to follow the oath, you have to follow the Constitution. You cannot violate the Constitution. You should not discriminate. You cannot make any unsolicited, biased, religious or any caste, creed comment which is going to create unrest in the minds of the general public and common man. See, here the judge in discussion, in conversation in this debate, has not only made an observation, he has passed it in his order by quoting Jesus Christ when he was crucified in the cross. He says, I am not here to throw up my hands and say, oh God, save them.
May I ask you a simple question, C. Rajshekharan? You have mentioned a long sermon you have given. As per what my knowledge is, in Article 124 and 207 of the Constitution, which has the provisions for the removal of a judge of the High Court or Supreme Court, there has to be two grounds, either proved misbehavior or incapacity. Where is that proved misbehavior or incapacity that this judge has demonstrated? I'm sorry, we're not able to hear you, Rajshekharan. You have to come again.
The impeachment motion moved against the judge doesn't have any connection to the Tirupparagundram Hill judgment.
So why are they moving?
Point number one.
So why are they moving impeachment?
No.
Why are they moving impeachment to just less than a week after that judgment?
No. Please.
Mr. Rajshekharan, you do not listen to his judgment. He sends the police again the state government does not listen to him. Then a division bench gives an order. Again, you don't listen to the division bench and you approach Supreme Court. And then you go to the Parliament with an impeachment motion and you say this is not connected. Come on.
Hey, please allow me. 1 minute. Don't interject me and heckle me. See, this impeachment motion has nothing to do with the order which he passed in the Tirupparagundram Hill issue. Because
so the timing is just a coincidence. Timing is merely a coincidence according to you. There is no connection at all. Mr. Rajshekharan, come on. The people of this country are watching this. People will look at the connection. They are smart enough to understand what is happening. Since you have a very poor audio line, in any case, I'm going to take that question across to Anurag Naidu. There is no connection at all. And in fact, the DMK will say that we have complained about this judge in the past as well. But the speed with which the events have taken place this week, many are going to question, can you really say that the entire matter is disconnected?
No, Madhav, in this particular case, the High Court admonished the state government several times. It's not once. And Madhav, the issue is not really about politics. It's about the rule of law. If the court orders are ignored today for a festival, tomorrow they can be ignored for citizen rights. Where do the citizens go, Madhav? Whether it is Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, you would go to the court of law to seek justice. And if you are symbolic, and also we understand that they cannot impeach, but just to move a motion is in itself a very mischievous act. And what kind of message are you sending? Is that if you don't like a judge, if you don't like a judgment, you are going to symbolically bring all the parties around, gag them up, and then say you're going to be impeached. And and what kind of message you're sending to judiciary. And I believe this intent itself, and also, Madhav, let's understand, are these people, the India Alliance, coming together because there is an upcoming election? They want to support their regional ally, who essentially, quote unquote, a lot of people say that do not believe in the philosophy of the Hinduism or Sanatana Dharma, to be very precise. And is it Sanatan versus India Alliance? So we have to understand, if it is Sanatan versus India Alliance, let's debate that, Madhav. Why to bring judicial? Why to personally bring a particular judge, personally defame him, personally call names, and put all the allegations possible? Now, you read out very beautifully, Madhav. You said these are only two grounds where you can impeach a judge. So now they're trying to stitch up stories against these 2 points, not talking about the judgment. The judgment is repeatedly called give a protection. This is about the faith of a certain section of people. Where will the citizens go, Madhav? Where will you and me go? Tomorrow they can come after yours and my right.
No, it is a simple question. It is a simple question. I think, when you say that this is more about rule of law than anything else, I want to ask Kishore Tiwari. Kishore Tiwari ji, court ek judgment deti hai, the state government refuses to implement it. Then they give another judgment, they ask for police protection, again that is not implemented. Then they say it's for CISF cover, and that is not implemented, the division bench also upholds that. The point is the orders of the court are not being listened to. They are being appealed in the Supreme Court. But the Supreme Court has not stayed those orders of the lower court or of the high court. The big question is that even before Supreme Court has decided, you decided to hold this judge guilty by impeaching him. What is the message that is being sought to be sent, sir?
हाँ माधवदास, बहुत दिन के बाद हम मिल रहे और एक अच्छी बात है कि आपने मुझे मौका दिया। आरपी सिंह और अनुराग, मैं एक बात बताना चाहता हूं कि हमने दीप प्रज्वलन के मैटर पर यह हस्ताक्षर नहीं किए हैं। हमने जो हस्ताक्षर किए थे, जो इम्पीचमेंट मोशन हमें लाके बताया गया था, उस इम्पीचमेंट मोशन के अंदर उनके जो हमारे GR स्वामीनाथन जी है, इनके बिहेवियर पे था कि ये अदर रिलीजन को क्रिटिसाइज करते हैं। इनका जो बिहेवियर है,
कौन सा क्रिटिसिज्म बताइए?
अरे भाई
आप जरा बताइए कौन सा इंस्टेंस है? आपने साइन किया है, थोड़ा सा तो आपने भी थोड़ा सा इस पे विवरण किया होगा, अध्याय किया होगा, कहां पे क्या बोला इन्होंने।
ये देखो इसमें है ना, इनमें इंटीग्रिटी नहीं है, पार्टी है, ये एक स्पेसिफिक पार्टी को फेवर करते हैं और ये RSS माइंडेड है, ये सब कुछ लिखा हुआ है।
ये आरोप है,
लेकिन
आपने कभी अपना माइंड अप्लाई किया, रिसर्च किया कि क्या ऐसे गलती किया इन्होंने? ये तो लिखने को तो कोई भी किसी के बारे में लिख सकता है। Do you know the facts of this case, Mr. Tiwari, which you are debating right now?
माधव, मुझे बोलने दो कि
बोलिए सर, मैं तो आपसे चाह रहा हूं कि आप हमें बैकिंग एविडेंस दें।
अरे मैं बता रहा हूं कि आजकल एक कहना रिटायर्ड जजेस की जैसी लॉबी है, जो RSS माइंडेड जजेस ने एक लॉबी बना ली है, उसी प्रकार की एक्टिव जजेस की भी लॉबी है। वो जैसे गोगोई साहब थे तब थे, धनंजय चंद्रचूड़ थे तब थे, अब एक आ गए सूर्यकांत, वो भी वैसे ही है। तो इसका ही एक काउंटर पार्ट।
किशोर तिवारी जी, कैसी बातें कर रहे हैं आप कैसी बातें कर रहे हैं? आप नेशनल टेलीविजन पे
नहीं देते,
आप नेशनल टेलीविजन, मैं बिल्कुल बोलने नहीं दूंगा, बिकॉज यू कांट कास्ट एस्पर्शन जजेस, यू मे डिसएग्री विद जजमेंट्स। आप कैसी बातें कर रहे हैं नेशनल टेलीविजन पे किशोर तिवारी? आप एक मैच्योर पॉलिटिकल कमेंटेटर होके, एक स्पोक्सपर्सन होके, आप ऐसे लांछन कैसे लगा सकते हैं चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया पे? You may want to attract contempt of court. That is your prerogative. I certainly will not allow it on this channel, Mr. Tiwari. The point I'm asking you once again, if there is any evidence against this judge, please tell us which instance of him, according to you, makes him unfit to continue to be a judge. Give me the specific instance, sir. Tiwari ji, आप बताइए।
देखो माधवदास, जितनी बात मैंने की उसके लिए माधवदास या टाइम्स नाउ जवाबदार नहीं है, लेकिन मैं कह रहा हूं
है सर, हमारा चैनल है।
अरे भैया, आपके चैनल को भी जवाबदार नहीं पकड़ रहा हूं, लेकिन ये डिस्कशन का मैटर हो चुका है, इम्पीचमेंट तक बात जा रही है कि जजेस की एक लॉबी है जो स्पेसिफिकली एक स्पेसिफिक पार्टी को, पॉलिटिकल पार्टी के एजेंडा पे काम करती है और एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए काम करती है। लेकिन दीप प्रज्वलन के मैटर में हम दीप प्रज्वलन के तरफ से है और हम भारत को सनातन धर्म डिक्लेयर करो।
तो सर, अपने अलायंस पार्टनर्स को बोलिए फिर, टेल योर अलायंस पार्टनर्स दैट यू आर इन फेवर ऑफ लाइटिंग द लैम्प। आरपी सिंह, हाउ इज दिस? आई एम नॉट अंडरस्टैंडिंग। मिस्टर किशोर तिवारी सेज हम दीप प्रज्वलन के साथ हैं और साथ में उन्होंने ये पिटीशन भी साइन किया जिसमें स्वामीनाथन जी को हटाना चाहिए, इम्पीच करना चाहिए।
अरे क्या माधव, पिटीशन में कुछ भी लिखा नहीं है, दीप प्रज्वलन का सब्जेक्ट का मैटर है इतनी।
तो सर, अपने अलायंस पार्टनर को बोलिए ना सर,
क्या लिखा है?
आप अपने अलायंस पार्टनर को बोलिए कि दीप प्रज्वलन अलाउ करे।
अरे तुम राजशेखर है ना, या उनको पूछो,
तिरुपराकुंड्रम में अलाउ करे,
मैटर को लेके नहीं
कहिए राजशेखरन को, कहिए मिस्टर राजशेखरन, योर अलायंस पार्टनर इज हियर of the DMK. He says he is in favor of the lamp being lit there on ground in Tamil Nadu. Please respond to it.
Raj Karwar is saying that the judges is on the payroll of the BJP. Judges is on the payroll of the BJP.
What is the evidence of making such a claim, sir? What, do you have any proof?
He has been delivering the message, judgments over the judgment. He is creating the social disharmony there. He should be sacked. CJI should
take RP Singh,
cognizance.
Judges on payroll of BJP. He is delivering judgments in favor of BJP. Please respond to Kishore Tiwari.
Well, I don't want to get into this sort of mudslinging which he is using against the judiciary. and especially against the sitting Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. He used such language, which I can't get into. Let the Supreme Court take cognizance of it and do whatever they want to do against him. But fact is that Sir, I'm not.
Mr. Tiwari, enough. You made enough controversial comments for one day, sir. Allow others to respond to you now,
आपको शर्म आनी चाहिए, सर. आप एक हमारा जो 2200 साल पुराना जो प्रथा है, उसके विरोध में खड़े हैं, उनके साथ में खड़े हैं, जो उसके विरोध में खड़े हैं. आज वो क्यों गए सुप्रीम कोर्ट? Why did you went to Supreme Court on that very judgment? 10 people. तिवारी जी, आप भी जा सकते हो सस में. नो कोई और होंगे, एक आपको रिक्वेस्ट कर देंगे, भेज देंगे. 10 people can go there. Allow 10 people under CIS to go and do that, and not on the दरगाह. वो भी दरगाह पे नहीं है. दरगाह से 50 मीटर दूर, 50 meters away from दरगाह.
And Rajshekharan, you must respond to this, because if this judge is guilty, or you're holding this judge responsible for vitiating communal harmony through his judgments, then the division bench which upheld his judgment is equally guilty. Will you also move an impeachment motion against those two judges of the High Court?
No, I'll tell you, Madhav, first understand whatever RP Singh is saying is total false narrative. He is trying to cook up a story, and he is trying to spread false message throughout your channel, which is not acceptable.
What is false?
I'll tell you.
What is false?
This is 100 years before 1920. This culture of lighting the lamp started, and it was in the Uchipullayar Koil. I am from Tamil Nadu. I am from Madurai Law College. I know what is happening there. And you guys sitting in Delhi, you read WhatsApp messages and WhatsApp University. You would preach us what we do in Tamil Nadu.
So the High Court judge is from where? High Court judge is from where? Has he come from Mars?
No.
Has he come from Malaysia? Or is he from Tamil Nadu?
The High Court judge should have recused, because there is a division bench order earlier which says it is up to the local authorities and the temple authorities to decide where this light should be lit. So
sir, there is also 2005 court judgment, and there is a statement of the Dargah committee that they have no problem if it's within 15 meters. And this is more than 15 meters, 50 meters. Anurag Naidu, is that not the case?
Absolutely, absolutely. Madhav, now see, Madhav, when the state restricts religious freedom, opposing it is not politics, Madhav. It is constitutional duty. And also the constitutional duty of my friend C. Rajshekharan. He need to understand that it is not just about, let's say, okay, about the religious practice, but will he really, I mean, he's also a practicing advocate. I want to ask him, would he approve of this impeachment entire story and the optics? You don't have the numbers, or it has never been done in the past. Is it possible? So do you agree that the ground on which impeachment is being asked, or a narrative is being peddled, and a political situation they're attempting to be created? Do you agree with that?
Rajshekharan, respond. All right, I think we lost that line there with Rajshekharan. Why don't you respond to that, Akashdeep Muni? The manner in which the entire issue has been politicized, a matter of worship, a matter of how our judgment should be followed by state governments, a matter in which the judge, it's nothing but intimidation and targeting of a judge. You may not agree with the judgments of this judge.
See, Madhavji, BJP and the spokesperson here who said that this is an issue of 200-year-old, this pratha, they are lying, because Deepathon is happening there where it should happen. I want to state some facts. Archaeologists like S. Santaligam and historian like Muthu Krishnan, who are very respected in Tamil Nadu, confirm the pillar is not Deepathon, but a British-era survey marker from the colonial period used for land mapping. Hilltop pillar ritual is the issue is 1990. Since 1990, it's a BJP fabrication, not ancient tradition as per archaeology, as per history. And if this issue is predated 1990, let the BJP spokesperson show one news article before 1990 that this issue was there. Come on, do it on live television.
RP Singh, quick response. Quick response.
Mr. Akash Muni, I don't know if you your great-grandfather's name. I mean, that doesn't mean that you didn't have your father and you didn't have your grandfather. I mean, that doesn't make sense. I mean, you know history till some certain level of generation, 5 generations, 6 generations. You will know who was there 100 years ago. But there are traditions. Mr. Akash Muni is part of a family tradition.
Okay.
So this is a part of the tradition of the temple. I mean, what this is a
okay, he's seeking
tradition.
proof. Anurag Naidu, is there proof that exists of the existence of a 2 millennial tradition?
Madhav, it doesn't matter to me about the proof. It doesn't matter. If I am believing in a religion, if I have a set of people, if I want to, believe in something and I'm being stopped by the administration, I go to the court and get an order done.
Right.
Who is Akash Muni to ask about my history? No, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
This is a clear case of administrative defiance and not a religious dispute. I don't want to get into religious dispute at all.
Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there for the moment. In fact, I'd like to thank all our guests for joining us. R.P. Singh, Anurag Naidu, Dr. Akashdeep Muni, Kishore Tiwari and C. Rajshekharan. Certainly not a debate that's going to end anytime soon. Supreme Court also seized of the matter. We've heard how this matter has resonated in Parliament today as well. Certainly all eyes out on how this will develop over the coming week. Thanks so much for joining us this evening.